Welcome back. The Oregon Shakespeare Festival 2024 season is opening this week. Joining us this morning is Rosa Joshi, Associate Artistic Director at OSF. Rosa, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, yeah, first question, what can people expect as the new season of OSF is this week?
10 shows. We're returning to a more full rotating rep, so we're going to have a 4-show opening weekend for the first time in a minute. So the shows that are kicking off the season, we've got Macbeth, a play about vaulting ambition, really great in an election year. It's a very visually sumptuous production set in a pre-Christian pagan era. It has original music and some thrilling choreography. It's going to be dark, it's going to be thrilling, and it features 2 longtime company members, Kevin Kennerly and Erica Sullivan, as Macbeth and Lady Macbeth. And then we've got a contemporary piece called Born with Teeth, but it's also related to Shakespeare in that it features a young William Shakespeare and imagines a working relationship with Christopher Marlowe, who was the most famous writer of his time. Didn't end up staying that way, as we know, but it imagines them working on the Henry VI plays together, and it's a funny, sharp, sexy play as these 2 young playwrights sort of go at each other. And then we have 2 solo pieces written by longtime beloved company members. So Lisa Volpe is doing a piece called The Alchemy of Gender, which explores her life through Shakespeare and her relationship to Shakespeare as someone who has played more male characters, I think, as a female identifying person than anyone else. And then another solo piece called Smote This, a comedy about God and other serious stuff. That's not the word he uses, but that's the word I think I have to say on TV, about his life growing up in the 80s in Miami as an undocumented immigrant. Super funny. Audiences will have seen these performers in other shows, and it will be really thrilling. And then, of course, we'll open with the Lizzies later, what we call the Lizzies, on the Elizabethan stage. And we'll have more Shakespeare, Much Ado About Nothing, music-filled, and Jane Eyre, adaptation of Charlotte Bronte's Gothic masterpiece, some more solo shows also, and then another Shakespeare.
Oh my goodness, so much going on.
Yeah, it's very, very exciting. I had to sort of not go into as much detail in the later season. We'll come back and do that later.
Yes, of course, of course. What's one of your favorite parts about this upcoming season?
I think being back with an audience with such a rich offering, I think is really exciting. I also think that we're able to bring back some audience engagement activities that we haven't been able to do for a while. So if you want to learn more about the show before, you can come to a preface. You can stay for a post-show discussion. You can go on a campus tour. You can do a behind-the-curtains tour. So there's a lot of richness. There's also the Green Show, which I love, which is free and available to everyone, and features music and choreography and spoken word. And it's right before, so you go and you sit on the bricks and you watch the show right before you go and see a show in the Elizabethan or in the Bomer or one of the other spaces. So I think having a vibrant campus, as we call, and seeing audiences come back, it's always actually one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, definitely. As an English major at UCLA, I'm very familiar with Shakespeare, so I'm excited to watch.
Oh, well, you gotta come because there's some exciting. I mean, we've got Macbeth and Much Ado, which are the well-known plays, and we're also doing Coriolanus this year, which is one of the lesser-known plays, but is a great play for an election year also.
Fabulous. Rosa, thank you so much for joining us here on Sunrise.
Thank you for having us, and I hope I'll see you on the bricks.
Yes, I promise.
Okay.
I promise I will make it. The Oregon Shakespeare Festival opens tomorrow and will run until mid-October. For tickets or more information, visit the Oregon Shakespeare Festival's website. Rosa, again, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.